Nicki Minaj, at this point, say Megan's name or leave it on the playground, period.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
So what's going on, y'all? I gotta talk about this live stream that Nicki Minaj did with Bia, and at this point, it's coming out quite pitiful. Like, I'm really thinking that this was the time for Nicki Minaj to let her grievances and let that petty era go and just be a fun, loving person. Like, hey girl, I'm in a new era in my life. Let me start focusing on me. Let me switch it up. Let me rebrand. Like, girl, you took a break for a couple of months, and I know the real reason why you took a break. I think you took a break because that conversation about you and your husband pressuring that victim, like that story was coming out, and I think that's why you took a break. Now, you could have came back. The girls were interested in you, and you did a live stream. You talked. You and Drake is cool. I feel like this was a perfect time. Like you and Drake and got back cool. Like it's just like, this was a time you done had your child. Like, it was time for a rebrand. But instead of doing that, you're still doing the stuff that you were doing a couple years ago. And what's interesting is that you're doing the same stuff that you accused Lil' Kim of doing. So let's talk about it, because I'm irritated. I grew up listening to Nicki Minaj. I mess with her. I like her. I enjoy her music. I think she's extremely talented. I think she is one of the top, lyricists, female rappers. When it comes to writing and all, I think she's extremely talented. I think she pushes her pen. I think she does some stuff. But I'm gonna have to be completely honest, and I think folks are not being honest with Nicki. This whole situation with Megan Thee Stallion and you being nervous of working with another female rapper because you felt used. Nicki, I'm gonna be completely honest. There's nothing that you did for Megan Thee Stallion that Megan Thee Stallion wasn't gonna do for herself from the beginning. Megan was already on a trajectory to doing stuff and making stuff, like making moves, before y'all hopped on the song together. If anything, to be honest, she did you a favor. Like, she did you a favor with adding you to the song, because at that time, your what's name was tarnished. Like, you and that Cardi B beef and stuff had it tarnished your image a little bit. Like, the girls did not want to work with you because they were scared of not being able to work with Cardi B in the future. Like, girl, I want to be able to work with Cardi B. And I think that is the real issue. So in this live, I think Bia, very sweet and very genuine. And she is talking to Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj is talking about, how it was, she was nervous of working with another female rapper and all that. And that, when she went to reach out to Bia and, say, hey, I like this song, da da da, she had seen that Bia had been messaging her. Nicki Minaj is one of the folks that's always on social media. What gets me is somebody who's always on social media, somebody who knows what all the fans are saying, but when it comes to serious stuff and other stuff, they don't see that conversation. They pay it dust and they really don't know what's going on. Nicki, I don't know if I necessarily believe the story of you. I think you knew that girl was reaching out to you. I think you knew that, and you was like, okay, let's go ahead and do something. The thing about Nicki Minaj is, and I've noticed this, is that Nicki, she expects the most. She tries to disguise being friends with loyalty, and the loyalty that she's asking for isn't realistic. Megan had already said from the very beginning that she had no issues with Nicki or Cardi, and that she wanted to, work with both of them. She was like, she just want to put out music. How Megan is acting is how Nicki was acting in her prime. Early on in Nicki's career, Nicki was hungry out here. And you talking about something, you was hesitant to work with another female rapper. Girl, you were hesitant to working with any other female rappers for 10 plus years during your whole reign. You were not out here doing, you had the opportunity to do the things that are happening now. These girls who are rapping now, some of them been rapping, some girls who missed out on opportunity, you should have brought them in. Now, it's not your fault. You can't say the industry. The industry is very, anti-woman. And anti-dark-skinned black women too. So I'm not gonna put that on you. I'm not gonna say that you should have done whatever, but what you could have, you could have put some girls on early on in your career. Like, yes, she didn't work with a couple of folks or whatever, but I think after watching this live stream and hearing the shots, because there's been several conversations about Nicki Minaj throwing shots at Megan Thee Stallion on one of the songs on her like mixtape, when she added some new songs. She was taking some swipes at Megan. She made a couple of comments at, like, talking about, you know, making jokes about like alcoholism and other things and da da da. It's just like, we all know that she's talking about Megan, and I'm really glad that Megan isn't taking the bait. I'm glad that Megan isn't responding. She isn't saying anything. Y'all know Nicki unfollowed Megan, and I think a lot of it had to do with, you know, Megan doing that song WAP with Cardi B, which was a good song. I didn't think that it was going to be as popping, and I was wrong. The song was really good, and it took over, like, it took over the radio. Like, it was being played, like, girl, even in the pandemic, the girls were like bumping WAP. And you know, Hot Girl Summer was cute. Hot Girl Summer, I love Hot Girl Summer. The song was nice. It was a movement. It was cute. It was something fun, something for the summertime. It was cute. I feel like Nicki and Megan definitely had conversations and joked probably about, you know, folks who don't write their own music. I mean, you saw when they was on the live, she was like, go write some shit. I think they definitely bonded off of being like, hey girl, we one of them girls in the studio that we are writing our stuff and we doing our things. And they probably joked and stuff. They probably threw some shade, but Megan is hungry. Like, Megan is hungry. You can tell, like, she wants to do some stuff. And Nicki should have respected that. Nicki should have respected that and said, hey girl, get your bag, do what you gotta do, because Megan hasn't got to where Nicki Minaj used to be at. Okay, but it's happening. Like, for Nicki to think that she was used, you doing a song with Megan didn't increase the chances of Megan getting Beyonce on her song. Beyonce was gonna do that anyway. Like, people have been talking about Megan from the beginning. Like, folks have been messing with Megan before we even knew Megan Thee Stallion. Like, Megan was going to go places, and it's just disappointing to watch Nicki Minaj, who is 38 years old, who just recently got married to an abuser, who also just had a child. It's interesting seeing how she moves and what type of loyalty she expects from folks. I don't think that Megan would ever told her that she was gonna do this stuff. I just really don't get what Nicki wanted from her, and the constant shots and the constant like comments and stuff. She sees what her fans are saying. She sees that, and Megan ain't losing nothing from that. So how is Megan even like using you when she's gained nothing from it and she's not lost nothing from it from using you? Like, explain that to me. That's not making any sense to me. Like, you was happy to hop on the track and hop on the song with that girl. Like, Nicki does this stuff. She likes to be around people and likes to work with folks as long as they are under her. And I think that's specifically probably for other female rappers. Nicki could have been doing stuff like right now, when she was in Clubhouse and she was talking about what people she would like to work with. She could have definitely, like when she mentioned Santana, Nicki can call Santana right now and say, girl, let's hop in the studio, let's do something. Nicki is in that era now where she can make music. I mean, she's making songs and they not really doing too much, but she can do some music with like Santana, who's like unknown, like as far as like mainstream. She can do that. So to be saying, I would like to work with Santana, like Nicki is saying that as if like she is 2 years in the game and not the sexiest peach. Like, girl, you are that girl. You can call Santana up, let's do a song. It would not hurt you. It actually would help you, to be honest. But it's like, okay, look at Nicki out here, you know, doing stuff. But maybe you don't want to feel like that you are working with folks who are just like, you know, not really popping or whatever. But let's be honest. Nicki, like, you're not really giving it to the girls like you used to. Like, and it's not to say that her bars and stuff ain't here. I think she's still delivering. I think she's still serving all of that. But I don't think that we are going to get any more like top 10, like, you know, hits from her. I think we are like, I'm gonna be honest, I think we are seeing the kind of like the beginning of the kind of like the end of Nicki's era. Like, I think that she's definitely been influential, but I think these new girls are coming in as just as hungry as Nicki was in the beginning, and delivering and out here doing stuff. And I think that Nicki is like doing what Little Kim was doing to her. And it's actually really sad to see, and it's really not all of Nicki's fault. It's really misogyny, to be honest. And unfortunately, Nicki has internalized that. Like, none of these girls, like, Megan don't owe you shit. And like, you'd be making comments about her well, I'm not interested in this, like, throwing the rock and hiding your hand type of stuff. Like, either say it, like, get on there and do something. There's a whole lot of stuff y'all don't know about. Anytime folks say it's a whole bunch of stuff, why are you talking about it? Why are you gonna talk about it? You've been saying it for the longest. I honestly don't want another Queen Radio, to be honest. I don't want to see you get online for another 2 hours online and just be out here saying a bunch of nonsense and just have your gripes with everybody. And it's just like, girl, you should have had Bia come on there, talk about her music, and like get her popping and all that other stuff. No, girl, that whole live stream was for you and your ego. Had Drake been available to hop on the live stream, Nicki would have spent the majority of the live stream talking to Drake, and she would have completely ignored Bia. Like, it was just, I don't know. I wish Bia the best. I'm glad that they did a song together. I'm pretty sure, you know, the girls are loving it. It's cute or whatever, but just seeing how Nicki is maneuvering and how she's acting is just very, like, I don't like it. I just want it to just stop. I just want it to stop. It's just, you know, girl, it is really pitiful. It is really pitiful because we're seeing it in real time. Like, we experienced a little bit, you know, we saw it with how Little Kim was acting and all that other stuff. And now it's you doing the same shit. Like, the same stuff. And it's just like, if Megan didn't want to, you know, have no, like, friendship or camaraderie or no whatever with you after doing the song, so what? Megan is like 20-something years old. Like, Nicki, you're 38 years old, married with a child. Like, Megan likes to go out and Megan likes to party, and she might like to get a little drunk. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But Nicki, you very much a girl that goes to the club and put the fan up on your face and be like that. That's not Megan. So maybe y'all just didn't vibe off of that. And for somebody like Nicki, you do not give a damn about music like that, to be honest. Like, you work with 6ix9ine. Like, come on now, let's be serious. Like, come on now. You will work, you like, girl, come on, like, let's cut it out. And 6ix9ine ain't delivering no type of bars and stuff. So come on, you talking about something. They're not bringing the bars. They're not bringing the bar. They bringing something because the shit is hitting on #1 on Billboard consistently. Like, so maybe it might not be the bars that you're interested in, but the bars are definitely getting it because the shit is charting. So I don't know what you looking at. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's your excuse to talk about something, you know. Yeah, but it's no bars there. It's just like, okay, but it's the shit is charting and people are listening to it and they loving it. So I don't know what you're expecting. I'm not really sure how you, I don't know. But this is my whole gripe with that. I just want her to leave this Megan Thee Stallion drama alone. I want her to stop making herself feel like that she is the victim of, you know, the female rappers not want to work with her and saying that she's bad. I do believe that she is guilty of doing a lot of throwing the rock and hiding her hand stuff. I don't think that Cardi B was lying when she was talking about some of the stuff that Nicki was doing. I think Cardi was being very genuine about that. Had I wanted Cardi to handle it differently, yes. But Nicki is one of those girls, like, Nicki, like, you don't want to come off as a mean girl, but everything that you do and how you move is very mean girl-esque. Like, it's very much that. Like, you falling out, like, whatever with Megan, you unfollow her, and now, you know, people are making, like, comments and saying that, hey, I think she was taking shots at Megan on this song, and then it's just like, we all know. So it's not even subtle shade because everybody's catching it. It's like, yeah, she talking about Megan, because it's not, how many other female rappers have you worked with recently? Like, come on now, let's be honest. Let's be honest. So, like, girl, let's cut the mess out. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about this whole conversation and stuff, especially after the live stream of her and Bia, and just some of the questions. Like, it's just like, even the live stream where Bia was completely uncomfortable playing Mary Kill, Nicki kept pressuring her to, like, answer the question. The girl said, I'm in a relationship, I don't want to do it, da-da-da-da. She, like, Nicki just, instead of just saying, okay, girl, you know, like, Nicki 30, something, like, damn near 40 years old, like, forcing this girl to do some marriage. I just, oh God. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.